is the National Football League. As we'll see Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints taking on Nick Mullins and the Minnesota Vikings.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, a player who turned a memorable debut into now a 6-year NFL career out of Southern Miss, Nick Mullins.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Mullins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Carr. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. Now Carr.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Well, his position may be tight end, and it is, but that's a wide receiver play.
What do we say about tight ends nowadays in the NFL? Most of them are what we call rocked-up wide receivers. They can do everything the guys in the perimeter can do, mainly do it in the middle of the field and provide great targets for their quarterbacks.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that one pretty unorthodox. Not the longest field goal in the world for sure. He needed help from the crossbar just to get it over.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Is his footing off? His cleats got caught. He didn't get all of that one. From that distance, it shouldn't need the crossbar to get it over.
Yeah, the snap and hold looked clean. He looked clean. I don't know what happened. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. As they've got it as we resume action. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a play fake. Carr steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive where you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete, Jefferson the target. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Joseph's got it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board. From
his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he returns this to the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw his Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Carr. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. There's Chris Olave. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Carr going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Late groupie now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Sheds off the tackle. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throw on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So here's a 3rd and 14. On play action, now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. This is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Mullins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change. Run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. They're carry now for Madison. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ryan Brzee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, I think there's a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Now Carr. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Derek Carr using his legs to find the end zone. Just 6 rushing touchdowns in his 9 years as a Raider. Trying to show off a little bit for the new folks in New Orleans, showing another facet to his game.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the foot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Eluding the pressure right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Forced out to his left. This one taken in by Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw, Carr. Out to his left. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Joseph's got it. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Flush to his right. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my.